Divine friends, we're about to dive into this week's divination forecast. It is currently Tuesday, August 4th at the time of me filming this, and this video is for the 3rd through the 9th. Okay, now one thing that we have happening this week is the most potent day, the peak of the lionsgate portal, which is Saturday, 8/8. Now, of course, this is a great time to set our intentions and manifest what we want to bring into our lives, right? But we're about to dive in and see what this energy is going to look like this week, as well as how we need to work with it for the best benefit of our lives. So let's go ahead, let's dive in. Calling out to Mother Hecate and the gods and goddesses of divination, foresight, and the way forward. What is the energy we are going to be experiencing down here on Earth this week? Okay. Okay. So we have new moon in Virgo, super moon. Look at the bigger picture. Balance spirituality and practicality, and a win-win outcome is forecasted. Okay, so with how we're going to experience this energy is one, the first thing that we're going to want to do this week is kind of take a step back, and we're going to want to balance our internal and our external energies and tie into the energy of alignment, right? I feel like this week is set up for us to win if we work with this energy properly. Okay, but we definitely need to balance ourselves and come into a place of alignment and truly look at what it is that we want and what it is that we want to be taking action on, because emotions are going to be high. There's going to be, and even if it doesn't seem like emotions are going to be high, it is a lot of energy that is ramped up. And I keep seeing the energy of like people arguing on the streets, like road rage, like people arguing from cars type of energy. People may be in a hurry and just irritated and aggravated this week. So one, we want to balance that type of energy and kind of take the time to slow down. We don't need to rush this week, even if we feel like the energy is kind of like Aries momentum, go energy, right? Okay, we have Artemis as well as Freya, beauty, self-love, partnership, and enjoyment in life. And we have action, goal setting, and bringing dreams to life. So I feel like with the Freya card popping up, this is the energy of getting into the energy of like slow movement grace, getting into the energy of harmony, getting into the energy of moving for what it is that is best for yourself, right? And the alignment of what it is that you love and what it is that you love to do. And then we take action. So we have to get into that alignment. We have to balance ourselves both physically and spiritually, get into the right head frame. And that's when we take actions on our goals. That's when we set our intentions, good friends. Is when we are in a good balanced place that is coming from harmony, that is coming from self-love, that is coming from factoring yourself in, that is coming from no longer self-sacrificing for others. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands and the Magician Hecate coming out. Okay, and I feel like with the Queen of Wands and Mother Hecate is the energy of really being in the energy of your power, being in the energy of your charisma, not in a way that is too overly pushy, but in a way that is literally embodying, if that makes sense. So it's like not being arrogant, but it's full of knowingness and tapped in that alignment of what it is that you love, and that energy of that harmony that was coming up is literally how we enter the Queen of Wands. That is very charismatic, that is very passionate, that is very taking action and doing what brings her passion and joy, right? We have the Two of Wands and we have the Six of Cups. And I feel like there is this energy in the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like, so you already know, like you're already getting the messages of where it is that you are being pulled to go intuitively, right? And the thing is there's a big energy, and that's why we literally have the full moon in Sagittarius here, as well as Artemis. We know we can see the correlation between the bow and arrow and Artemis, right? And taking that shot, taking that leap. We want to be in a situation where we are listening to the divine. We are listening to spirit. We are listening to Mother Hecate. We are listening to Artemis. Okay. We're listening to Freya. Okay. And we are actually shooting the shot. Okay. We don't want to be sitting in a place where we are just on the other side looking through to what transformation could be. When we have the Six of Cups, a lot of times this is about remembrance and the past. We don't want to be moving through our life looking back on things that we regretted, okay, because we didn't take a chance. And that is what I want you to keep in mind. So it's alignment to what is truly you and actually shooting your shot, letting the arrow go instead of coveting it and looking at it and admiring it in your own hands for no one else to see. Okay. But the biggest thing here is you being spiritually aligned enough to say no more from whatever else you were already spending your energy and focusing on what is truly important for your path ahead and what is truly alignment for you, because we don't want to have regrets. So don't go into this full throttle off of irritation, off of aggravation or anything like that. Come through to this in a place of balance and harmony. And also, when you are out there interacting with the rest of the world, make sure that you do understand that a lot of energies are going to be rampant. People may be more cranky and in a rush in driving and getting from point A to point B. So kind of try to leave a little bit early maybe and just be patient within this as well. Again, taking that energy of balance into the physical, into the mundane world as well. All right. I love you guys. I'm setting the intention that you guys see this video within enough time. And that everyone has a great week.